As I travel all through the world in search of the most authentic of ingredients, I come across little places where they are the most unassuming human beings, and they have these flavors with them that have been handed down from generation to generation. I love interacting and creating a twist with AUMcuisine and bringing it to each one of you. Let's explore together. Good evening and welcome to another episode of AUMcuisine, authentic, universal, meditative. We're going to be making a really beautiful dish today, one of my personal favorites, and it is an okra masala. So for that I have a really hot pan and I'm going to be putting in some coconut oil, and to the coconut oil I'm going to be adding in cumin seeds for digestion, black cumin seeds, which also helps with sore throat, digestion and skin conditions. And to that I'm going to add some turmeric and some cumin powder, some red chili flakes, and saute it so that the flavors of all the spices are released properly. I'm then going to be putting in a teeny bit of cinnamon, some garam masala, and then I'm going to be adding in the onions. For okra, which is normally a very smooshy vegetable, it's very important to get all the spices in there without it getting very gooey. So okra has been used for so many centuries in several countries around the world for its famed medicinal properties. It was a very good treatment for inflammation, for people who had sore throats. It was also used for people with digestive disorders. It's a warm weather vegetable, so you'd find it in the Middle East, in Africa, in India of course, and during the summer months it's always a good idea to eat okra here in the United States. So I'm going to be putting in some garlic and some ginger. And once that's settled in, I'm going to be putting in the okra. Remember, when you cut an okra, you want the crown of the okra to come off and the tail of the okra to come off. And the way we've done these are these longitudinal little strips. If you want to prepare it in the evening, you want to cut it in the morning and expose it to the sunlight. Or leave it in a place which is bright so that it does not get gooey. So there's lots of good properties in the seeds of the okra as well. Lots of health benefits, so do not throw them away. So I've had many people write to me saying, oh my God, okra is such an acquired taste. Everything in life is an acquired taste. We were not born eating anything. So it's a good idea to get that acquired taste of things which are medicinal, so that it is going to be good for your family and your own health. So now if you notice, it is not getting gooey at all, which is the biggest reason why most people, even in India, don't eat okra, because they're like, oh my God, it's so mushy, it's so mushy. They might not necessarily say mushy, but they do say, God, I don't like it, it's just not very nice. So there you go. So I'm going to give that just a few minutes. And I'm going to add some things to this, right? At this juncture, a little bit more of the chili flakes. Then I'm going to add some hing or asafoetida. A little bit more of the black cumin. And then I am going to pour in some pasta sauce. Now you might wonder, what is this? Pasta sauce and to make an Indian-inspired masala? What's going on? See, sometimes when you really want to make something healthy and you don't even have time to cut tomatoes, okay? You can use a pasta sauce because the pasta sauce will take on the flavors that are in Indian masalas very quickly. So this is a easy shortcut. So I'm going to give that a few minutes and then we are ready to plate up right after I add salt. But I'm going to allow this to really come together nicely with the masala. And as you can see, it just does not look icky or sticky or anything. So I normally like to serve this okra masala along with some rice. And I'm going to be making a really nice rice today called the turmeric rice. So the turmeric rice and the okra masala are a really good pairing. So we'll get there in just a few. Okay, so it's time to put in some salt here. Some salt to taste. And I'll be ready to plate up in just a few minutes. Okay, so you turn that off. And I do two things actually, so I'm going to tell you what I do. So I put some lemon juice in the base. As I've always mentioned, never ever put lemon while the masala is cooking. It makes the entire dish turn bitter. And if you normally go into most Indian restaurants, the okra is made with just so much oil. Oh, so gross. And it kind of takes on a whole different avatar of a trans fat, which we don't really want, right? So this is perfect. And the lemon's right in the end. So what I would do is kind of air it out a little bit so the lemon juice is all across the dish, and then just going to garnish it very simply with some cilantro. So it's time to do a little taste test, so I just can't wait. Did I mention one of my real favorite dishes? Yummy. Now I just can't wait to make the turmeric rice so I can eat both together. Until we meet again in another episode of AUMcuisine, this is Vaidya Priyanka.